Good morning, gamers. How are we doing today? We are 10 minutes away from the second week of the catch events, of the seasonal catch events. There's 8 weeks of a full-on, like, seasonal length of catch events. And then after those 8 catch events, if you qualified by getting 800 qualifier points by playing in the events, you then can do the finale and participate for one of the rarest shinies ever given away for free in PokeMMO history, a shiny fossil Pokemon. So welcome back to week 2 of that venture, week 2 of that journey, that experience. This is a pretty special one. It's over fishing in Cerulean City. But to fish in Cerulean City, you have to fly to Cerulean City, loop around to Route 24. And if I were to fish here, if I were to fish at this spot, I would be disqualified and not be able to enter the event. That's extremely important. It has to be caught in Cerulean City. So we can see a lineup of people here. Now that it says Cerulean City in the top left-hand corner, I am allowed to fish here. And what I'm going to do for the first catch, the event starts in 9 minutes, so it's not quite ready yet. You can always prep a catch for your first catch for an event, which is really, really, really important. So I'm going to go ahead and start fishing. We want to see Staryus, Goldines, Tentacles, and Magikarps. Those are the big Pokemon we want to see here. I think if you surf back and forth, you see a lot of Goldines, and surfing is much faster than fishing. There's a very good argument to just prep your first catch via fishing and then surf for the rest. There's a surprising amount of strategy and like different strategies we'll see from different players employed in an event like this, which is really interesting. Corsola is a really amazing shiny though. Having shiny champs for that is pretty interesting. So we'll have to see. There's a lot of cool stuff. I'm going to go ahead and find my first Staryu. I'm leading with a Brave Pokemon because that is the synchronized nature. However, I'm just prepping the first catch. After that is over, I would go ahead and switch over to a different Pokemon as my actual lead. Alrighty, fellas, in typical Patrouski fashion, we had some tech issues to start this stream. But you know what? I simply decided I'm going to get all of my bad RNG out of the way early, okay? Stuffed Mike took care of it. Turn my computer off while trying to fix my mic. Hey, we took care of that too, boys. Don't worry. But we're back in action. We fixed the mic. We're catching Pokemon. All that prep I did and ahead of the event to try to be early. Yeah, we're 7 minutes late now, okay? But we're going to get our first catch very soon. That's how it goes. Sometimes things don't go to plan. In life, even in PokeMMO, okay? It doesn't matter. You got to get back on the horse, get back on the Gyarados, and ride into the catch event and do the best we can, fellas. Let's see what happens. Let's see if we can pull out a miracle today. It's okay, fellas. This was the plan all along. I wanted to set today's... This is Stream Recap 200, okay? So it's literally just... I'm just setting up like a storybook, okay? I wanted it to seem like I was down and out. Turn off my computer. Have tech issues. I planned all of this accordingly. And now I'm going to win this catch event, okay? It would be the true underdog. Patrouski luck storybook ending. That would happen. Just kidding. We got an 80. It's all over. Alrighty, fellas. People have been asking, hey, Patrouski, is there any update? Have the devs leaked anything regarding the Halloween event? And just amazingly exciting news today, guys. Look at this. In typical PokeMMO dev fashion, we got a leak. We got a new piece of Halloween information. This is it. The lead dev posted this pumpkin gif. I know. Amazing stuff. Super exciting. Who knows what this could mean? Is the pumpkin boss returning? Will there be a new pumpkin Pokemon? Will the UI become a giant pumpkin? I don't know. It could mean anything. That's why it's so exciting. Obviously, I'm memeing. It's kind of funny the devs don't communicate with us much at all, but what are you gonna do? It's something. You kind of just do with it what you can. Have fun with it. You know, make critiques fairly, but also, I don't know, have fun along the way. Pumpkin GIF. I mean, it at least confirms the Halloween event is coming. That's the big thing. Halloween event seems to be confirmed coming. Okay, someone told me to press read more, and I thought that they were trolling. So I pressed read more, and I thought it would be like nothing. But look, it's more. What is Q cooking? And that... What? This is the lead developer of PokeMMO, ladies and gentlemen. wish I could understand his genius brain. This is truly one of the PokeMMO updates of all time. This might actually be one of the craziest comments I've seen in my stream. I have 600 hours played, Pat, and I still play with music. Am I crazy? I think so. If you play with music volume on after 600 hours, that shit is fun for like during your storyline runs, kind of. And then once you're like, dude, that's gotta get cranked to 0. Music volume is one of those things, like it's nice sometimes to shake it up, but I can't imagine playing with music volume all the time. Hearing the same song on loop, like the same 2 to 3 minute song on loop when you're shiny hunting something for like 1,000 hours, that would drive me wild. More wild than the shunting. Okay, we got a 1x31. Obviously nothing really good for the catch event, but it could be a decent qualifier point submission, as well as just a nice Pokemon to sell later on. I know that some people, if they're accepting entries early again, like the previous one, honestly, it's really cool to see. It's very possible that a lot of players, I think it's really cool to take advantage of if you want to for an event like this, just catching a 100 IV Pokemon or more, and then just submitting it early if they're taking submissions early, and then just like go and do whatever you want in the game. Like a lot of these events, they're not gonna have any more shiny prizes up until the finale. So a lot of these, like the bigger benefit, 6x31 Starmie, it's a cool Pokemon, it's nice, but 1,000 RP is so much better. Like you're doing this event, and then if the 1,000 RP is like the real prize, especially heading into event season, like prior to event season. But I totally respect the decision. Catch like a 120 whatever Pokemon, and then early submit it, and then just move on to next week. Right? Honestly, I don't think I've seen anybody mention this strat. I probably should just do this strat. I just realized I haven't seen anyone else mention this strat. I wonder if old rotting for 100% Magikarp chance. So Magikarp is a -1 species. I wonder if going for 100% like that's why this event probably has so many different strategies. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, I feel like there's like you could super like it's actually this is like some of the most diverse strategies I've ever seen in a catch event. I feel like you can reasonably super rod, old rod, good rod, surf. Like this is also not to mention like leading with a synchronize and quick balling, ball swipe sporing, sticky holding and switching, or sticky holding and quick ball. Like there's actually so many strats that you can do in this event. This is like one of the coolest things about catch events is the different diverse strategies you'll see people come up with and use that aren't really unintuitive to everybody, especially if the Pokemon has a species bonus of like -1. A lot of people might not think to go for carb because, you know, it's a negative species bonus, but it's only -1. Honestly, not that crazy. Yeah, someone said, what the fuck is this? This is a Magikarp with RTX on. I play my PokeMMO client with increased graphics. So you'll see a lot of like very high quality graphics. Things like this, and then things like Spinda. Essentially, this is what Game Freak wanted these Pokemon to look like, and it's really beautiful that we can use third-party plugins to like actualize what Game Freak wanted at the time, but didn't have the technology to be able to do, which is really, really beautiful in my opinion. I remember in preparation for this event, right? I tried to prep super early. I was logged in 22 minutes before the event started, and I tried to switch to channel 1, right? Channel 1 was full 22 minutes before this event started. That is how popular that these catch events have been. I've actually been really, really, really shocked at how popular and how interested the community has been in these kind of catch events, which I think is an amazing sign of just the community and the growth, and how crazy like the holiday event season will actually be in comparison to this is going to be even way crazier, right? Another argument for surfing, can't you get legendary encounters in the water? I just realized that. So technically I could actually surf and try to go for Zapdos as well. Another like benefit, I guess, of like doing different strategies. That's kind of cool. I believe you can surf for a legendary if I'm not mistaken. Can we submit early? You'll have to check global chat and see what the community managers are up to. I honestly didn't check, so I'm not totally sure, unfortunately. Okay, so Dawn said, one of the global moderators, yes, you can submit early, you just can't submit again. So if you submit early, you can't like keep catching and then catch a better Pokemon and submit that. You have to just cut your losses and just commit with the Pokemon you have. So just keep that in mind. That's a really important thing. Dude, so no one in chat, I didn't even think about this. This is a total mistake on my end. You can actually lure Starmie here. I had no idea. So I should have been popping lures this entire... Dude, this event is literally, once again, I go back to it, but like one of the most unique catch events I've ever seen in terms of all the strategies that are possible. That's unbelievable. So yeah, I'm going to pop a lure after this. We're going to start luring as well. That'll be nice to up encounters as well as hopefully get some Starmies. Even with 5%, like that 5% is 5%. We'll happily take that. Starmie doesn't count. Just kidding. I'm a fool. You're right. You have to catch Staryu. The evolved form Starmie does not count towards the catch event, even though the species is the gift. Thank you. I knew there was a reason. I usually feel like yeah, gotcha. You cannot submit Starmie. Good call, chat. Good advice followed by correction. Good calls. What do you think is a decent score for third place? I've done around 120 catch events in my you know, however many hours of playing PokeMMO, whatever, right? And from my experience, generally for normal catch events, 170 to 172, I'd say is first place. 168 to 170 is second place, and then third place is usually 166 to 168. However, that's normal catch events. These events have way more players than normal. These are actually way more popular. So for an event like this, first place is probably looking at 175 to 176. Second place is probably like 172 to 174. And third is probably like 170 to 172. That'd be my guess. Events like this there's way more people, way more roles happening. It's way more intense competition. It's a great question. Yeah, I don't know if this is allowed, but I've seen a lot of people have this problem, and I don't know how the devs or how the staff dealt with this. So with linking a Pokemon for a submission, right? If you put the Pokemon back in your PC or log out before they log it, they can't log your entry, and that's a player issue. That's your mistake, right? You have to. They tell you those rules over and over and over again. However, your link to your Pokemon when you link it in chat also expires after 10 minutes. And I don't know how the devs, or I keep saying devs, how the staff are counteracting that when they're getting linked hundreds of entries. Are they actually able to log them fast enough to like get them before that, or are they reading that, or when they go to click a Pokemon and it doesn't pop up the summary, they just like move on and assume the person made a mistake when it might have been the 10-minute thing? Like, I don't know how they're counteracting that. Someone in chat said I just relinked after 10 minutes and they ended up getting my entry. Maybe that's the strat. I don't like. It's really sad to me to think that someone would do everything correctly, submit their entry, and then just like not get like logged. That would be really, really cringe, and I'd be really disappointed in the staff if that's happening without them like talking about that or trying to tell people how to fix that or solve that. What I would recommend players, even like, I don't know, I would, you're not supposed to relink, I don't think, but like I would honestly maybe encourage people to relink after like a lot of time has passed, right? Staff members can view everything, I believe, even dead links or in our boxes. Well, no, that's not true. We know that to be not true, 100%. That's just untrue, fully and completely, because we know that the staff can't click if what's it called? You just insta click when they link you and only keep the 3 highest, but you can't do once. Okay, I'm sorry. There's so much wrong and misinformation happening in the chat right now. You can't do that for an event like this because you have to log everything. For a normal event, that is fine. But for an event like this where they have to log everyone's scores to get qualifier points for the finales, they literally cannot do that method in this event. So I don't know what I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if, yeah. So my point is, how do you know if your entry was logged? Check the spreadsheet on the initial forum post. I would feel free to double link after like 10. Yeah, I would check to see if you're after like 10, 20 minutes. I would wait a while, but I would honestly, it might be worth it because I don't know how they're counteracting that. This is a good question. Do you sell your 1x31 Pokemon immediately after the catch event is over, or do you wait a bit? It depends, a little bit of both. Sometimes the egg group or species price will like tank a fair bit because a catch event just happened. Everybody caught all these Pokemon. Everybody's listing off all these Pokemon. So generally, if you wait like a week or so, prices will get back to normal, and then you can sell for more Pokeyen. So sometimes you might want to hold. It depends on like what IVs and like what's tanked. Like if you have like a 2x31 Jolly, whatever, and it's still worth like 60, 80k or whatever for the right egg groups, that's like, I would just sell that. That's quite good, right? But there are like 1x31 attack water sea or something like that. Like it might, like you might want to hold for a week or so until prices recover. But it's really up to you. It really depends on the egg group and IVs. Expired links on a submission is kind of counterproductive. Is there a reason why they expire? I don't know. I don't know if it's just server memory or like kind of like a Minecraft server like despawning items on the ground every few minutes or whatever. I don't know the reason they expire. It's a good question. This event has flown by ridiculously fast. I didn't really catch anything super good so far. There's only 8 minutes left. I did catch a lot of 1x31s, I feel like. I actually feel like I made like 60 to 80k on this event, maybe more. I made a lot of Pokeyen, or a fair bit of Pokeyen for a catch event, right? So I'm pretty happy with my Pokeyen gains. but nothing crazy for the event. But as long as you catch a Pokemon that has at least 100 points every single week, you should be able to qualify for the finals. If you do like a 140 or a 150 catch, like 6 weeks, you should be able to qualify early as well. So that's the important thing to keep in mind. All right, the event is over, fellas. That is the last catch taken care of. I love. One of the coolest things they added in PokeMMO was this like sort feature. And now I can just sort by total IV and see my best submission for the event, which is amazing. I did like, this was such a cool, honestly, I did not know, I did not even realize I caught a Goldeen that was this good. When did this happen? That's not bad at all. I mean, it's not going to win the event or anything like that, but it's a 149. That's quite good, man. I'm very happy with that, honestly. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to put all of my utility Pokemon, pretty much all of them, in my PC. We're going to grab that Goldeen. We're going to go whisper that over to a staff member in chat that says taking entries. So Park just said taking entries. My entry, thank you so much, Park. And then link him over. Make sure to always say thank you for, it's nice to say thank you for their work. Also, I think if you don't want your entry to be missed, add some text. I think adding some green text, if I were to just send the Pokemon, right? It's really easy for that to get lost in the sea of Goldeens being linked or whatever, right? I think adding a little bit of, just saying thank you is a nice way to do it. Add a little bit of text is a nice way to make your entry stand out a little bit more. And it's just nice. Why not just say thank you for all the work? It's a lot of work to like check through all of these submissions. But while they're doing that, I'm going to keep the Goldeen in my party. Make sure not to put it in the PC, not to log out, anything like that. We're going to keep it in the party, and we're going to go shiny hunt. We can shiny hunt while waiting for the announcements of the placements. Chat, you know what? I have an idea. You know what I want to do? I want to single encounter hunt, okay? It's been a really long time since I've single encounter hunted for a shiny, it feels like. It's been a while. I've been a lot of times I've hoarding. You know what I want to do? I want to go hunt a dream shiny for me. I want to go hunt any species. I don't care what. I don't know if it's a Zubat. I don't care what Pokemon it is. I want this specific catch location. I want an Altering Cave shiny. If you don't know, Altering Cave is a mechanic. It's a cave in the game that if you head up to, it has rotating spawns that change every, I think, 4 to 6 hours or 4 hours or whatever. And the cool thing about it is like the Altering Cave is what was used back in 2013 and 2014 to implement Gen 2 and Gen 3 Pokemon. So things like Bagon, things like Beldum, etc., etc. These Pokemon were only added to the game via Altering Cave. And I do think it's possible that they introduced Gen 6 Pokemon without Gen 6, the region, existing in PokeMMO quite yet, if they want to go for that route. I think Altering Cave is one of the most interesting pieces of content in the game, and it's like totally fallen off / like totally been forgotten about. So we're gonna go for any species. Just some sort of Altering Cave shiny would be like a dream nostalgia shiny for me personally. Is there any chance of qualifying for the catch event finals in 6 weeks? I didn't log in. How to miss? Yes, absolutely you can. I think on average, if you play the full event, so if you get like a 140 or whatever, let's do the math, right? If you're to catch a 140 on average times 6, you would more than qualify. I think you need to catch at least let's just do the math, right? If you catch a, well, sorry, 6. Let's do 130 times 6. Technically, if you got super lucky, but over the course of 6 events, you should get like a 150 and like a 1. I think you should be able to qualify on average over 6 events. I think that should happen, in my opinion. So I would try it if I were you and just wish you the best of luck. I think it's on average you should be able to, but it's possible to get super unlucky maybe. Okay, this is good. I was gonna say we're gonna have to do a few encounters to see what cycle we're in. We got a Pineco, which that means we're not in a 100% Zubat cycle. Some of the hours and cycles in this cave are 100% chance for Zubat, and that sucks. So really nice to not see that. Anything other than 100% Zubat cycle is very good, in my opinion. Speaking of guides for the game, I actually probably should shout this out because tomorrow, either the 28th, I think tomorrow I'm going to do it, the 28th, okay? I'm dropping one of my biggest PokeMMO guides ever. I spent months scripting this video to make sure there was as much information on it as possible. And this is a pretty big teaser, but it's covering my favorite piece of content in the game. So like, this is like one of the most, like I'm very passionate about this guide. It's very, very in depth. It is not a light, simple, quick guide. It is a 1 hour and 17 minute, extremely in-depth guide that I'm very excited for. This is honestly a great question. Pat, I have 1.3 mil. Should I build a Jimmy Run team? You could build the Typhlosion Jimmy Run team for like 300k or less. And you will make, if you played 1 hour a day to do your Jimmy Run, there's 3 days until the Halloween event. If you just bought out the team outright, let's say you spend 300k to make the team, right? Let's just say let's say like 450. Let's say if you buy the Typhlosions at level 100, it's like 200k, right? I think. Let's do a double check before we actually tell you this. I want to make sure I'm 31, mild or rash, level 100, right? Let's see. Ooh, are they going up because people are buying them to prepare for the Halloween event last minute, or just PVM on? So 234k. Here, let's do 20. Sorry, let's do 25, 20. Let's do cheaper. If it's like your first Jimmy Run team, you can do a cheaper one. 110k. Oh, that's so cheap. This is, I almost want to buy this and like flip it. It has defenses. This is PvP. Wait, I'm buying. I'm buying that. Wait a minute. Sorry, chat. Yoinking that one. Mine now. Okay, mild. Okay, so you could buy. Okay, so you could buy 2 Typhlosions for like 300k. You could actually at level 100. So okay, yoink. Yeah. So you could buy 2 Typhlosions for 300k. So it costs you 300k for the Typhlosions, and you would make 300k a day for the next 3 days. So you would spend 300k, make 900k, and be up 600k. And that's only if you play 1 hour a day to do gym runs. So like, yes, I cannot recommend you enough. Like, a gym run team pays for itself in like 1 to 2 runs. It is so good. It's so good. And it's so good for like having 600k more yen prepped before the event season within is so good, right? It's so nice. How often are you going to do gym runs now that you completed the challenge? Probably not for 6 months. That's a great question. To be honest, there's just better ways. There's better ways to make Pokeyen if you're like a veteran or endgame player. You can do flipping, you can do investments, you can do breeding for profit. Like, these are things that are much better Pokeyen over a longer period of time versus a short period of time, like 1 month, where you have to like worry about stuff selling quicker, worry about getting pure yen, getting rid of stuff, etc., etc. So I don't see myself doing Jimmy runs for quite a while. Oh, hold up, fellas. Hold up. We're getting results. Firstly, we have a 3-way tie for 4th place. What? I've never seen that. I've never seen a 3-way tie for any catch event. How is that? Chat, behave. How did that happen? A 3-way tie for 4th place. What's the 3-way tie? Did they announce it? What? The 3-way tie? So 4th place, the lowest score. What was the score? They didn't say the lowest score. 4th place, lowest score, caught at 5:08. So it was caught 8 minutes into the catch event. Everyone's saying score, question mark. All the GGs are really cute. 13 points. 3 people caught 14 total pointers. Never seen that before. Dude, these catch events are so popular. 3rd place with a score of 170. I like that name. Taxto. Very clean name. Taxto. Dude, congratulations. A 3rd place with a score of 170. Insane catch. GZ, dude. Another thing to appreciate from the staff, like, there's so much work into this. They have to translate the score. Like, I have all languages on. Most people don't. They have to translate this announcement in like 3 different languages. I believe they do it in English, Spanish, and then often Mandarin. So like, they're not only are they doing all this, they're also like translating and like storing, doing all these things. It's a lot, man. It's a lot of work. Merlin Ham, another banger name. 2nd place with a score of 172. Congratulations, Merlin. And then 1st place, Tad Sleepy with a score of 174. I'm gonna give the big GGs. Yo, congratulations to all the winners of the event. Make sure to check the spreadsheet after this to make sure your thing was logged, your entry was logged. For a lot of us, the most important thing of this event was just participating, getting our entry logged, getting qualifier points, and giving us that chance at a very rare fossil shiny during the finale coming up in around, I guess, 6 to 7 more weeks. Currently, October 27th. At the time of week 2. Alrighty, fellas, that is week 2 taken care of. Week 2 wrapped up. We had a nice submission. We got our qualifier points. And that's gonna be it for me, guys. I'm gonna peace out. I'm gonna go watch the Ravens game. Go Ravens. Good luck versus the Browns. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Dislike if you did not. That's totally okay. Subscribe if you want to see PokeMMO videos every single day. Follow me on Twitch for streams like this Monday through Friday, as well as either Saturday or Sunday, depending on which day of the week the events are on. I will be here next week for week 3 of the catch event if you want to keep following, as well as obviously streams Monday. Well, I guess next Monday, sorry, Monday and Tuesday I'll be taking off, and I'll be live on the 30th. I'll be live on the 30th at 6 p.m. in preparation for the Halloween event, as well as a costume contest. So if you want to come flex your vanities, hang out with the community, see the possible release of the Halloween event, and just have a chance at winning shiny charms or other small prizes, costume contest on the 30th. Check it out, 6 p.m. ET. That's it for me. I'm going to see you guys later. Thanks for being awesome. Thanks for playing PokeMMO. If you have any questions about the game, always let me know. Have a good day. I'll see y'all later. Peace, Reno. Hey, what's up? Patrouski here, and I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching until the very end of the video. That means the world to me, and if your name is listed here, that means you went above and beyond and supported the channel financially, which allows me to even be here and have the time to do this. So thank you so very much.